This is, come on Twitch, what have you done? Hello, luckily I didn't drop the F-bomb there. My name is Ken Boyter and I'm very, very angry at Twitch. Yes, this was meant to be another live stream, another Portal of Chaos part 2. Oh. Hello! Yes, this was meant to be another live stream, another Portal of Chaos Part 2 for You Decide, where you choose how the story unfolds. Unfortunately, Twitch is being an idiot because all my text is sideways. I won't be able to read the comments properly. And this show relies on reading the comments properly. And I was on time, not just now, but when I first tried this. I then stopped it and then restarted the phone just in case it was that. But it's not. It's Twitch, the idiots. The idiots. So, as soon as somebody joins... we got 4 viewers. Okay. Has anyone commented yet? Let's get the chat up. Hi, chat. No. If someone would like to comment, I would be most grateful. But I'm not going to be able to read it properly. I'm going to be like that trying to read it. Yeah, look, there you go. Hi, Ken, says Lee. Hello, says somebody. Elestrioria. It's I'm so sorry, I can never pronounce your name. And it's even harder when I'm having to read it sideways. Elostaria. Hello. Yeah, Twitch has... They've done an upgrade, or they've, done something, because I can't read your comments like I normally can. So I'm not 100% sure we'll be able to actually do this live stream. If you keep commenting a bit more, I might be able to... What's going on? So, normally, Twitch, all the text aligns so I can read it. I can read it properly. This is on my phone. Tonight, all the text, all the chat it's like in portrait mode, even though it's in landscape mode. But hello, Julian. Hello, Lee Rin. And hello, Steve. Ken is sideways. Oh, okay. Do I look sideways to you? So maybe they don't support portrait anymore then. You are showing up sideways. Do you have auto? Well, I normally do. So presumably that's good for you. Yeah. And I can read everything. But it normally has Stream Manager. Is that anything to do with this? Stream, followers, session... Oh, don't give me a tour. No, that's balls. Audio only. Auto, broadcast video and audio options. It says auto, but I think that's to do with the quality. Because it's then got source 720p, 480p, etc, etc. Honestly, Twitch, you've let yourself down. Stream. Let's get out of Stream Manager. Can you see the comments? I can see the comments, Lee. Check your phone settings, see if auto rotate is off. Oh, okay. It could be the phone then. Oh, auto rotate is off. Jonathan's just sent me a photo. Okay, we're back. Hello. Welcome to Edra Tales Twitch channel with this idiot, Ken Boyter. We are here with Grocklesnook, who's not an idiot. We are doing part 2 of You Decide Portal of Chaos. Okay, update your app. A new version was just released. I downloaded it just then. Do you know what, though, Lirin? That's great that you put that out, but I never update my apps. I guess I've got auto update. I'm not sure. Maybe it updates after all. No, what happens, Lee? We'll edit this bit out. My auto on my phone, that was off. That was off. Yeah, so it was me. I'm the idiot. Not Twitch. Although sometimes it's good to just rant and rave at technology companies. Julian put new it. Yes, thank you, Julian. And thank you, Jonathan Green, for sending me a text of the screenshot saying I'm the wrong side. That's better. I know, I instantly blamed other people. You know, that's standard. That's what you got to do. I was going to blame Grocklesnook, actually. How is everybody then? Yes, we are back in business. Sorry for the shaky start. That was my fault. I think we need to drink. Old Mount Cider. Kiwi and lime. It's stolen cider, so it's going to sound even better. It's going to taste even better. Let's crack this bad boy open. It is 4%, so it's not on the strong side. It's not on the strong side. But after that start, what could possibly go wrong now with drinking cider? Here we go. Let me know what beverage you are drinking. Oh, listen to that sound. It's a bit of a head on that one. That was terrible pouring, that was. How stolen. Well, it wasn't given to me, put it that way. So basically, I did a murder mystery, a corporate murder mystery, on Thursday. We don't normally do Thursday. We normally do them on Saturday and Sunday if it's a full weekend one. But this was a corporate one, and just before you went into the room, they had champagne glasses, with champagne, and they had buckets of beer and cider. So after we did the murder mystery, it went really well. I'd already had a couple of the champagne, and there was some beer and cider left over. So on the way out, I grabbed that. Have you forgotten me? Hello. Oh, Martha. Martha's here. Hello. Glad you can make it, Martha. Julian's got a cheeky Camden Easy Hazy IPA. Nice. It was liberated. Yes, it was liberated. Cheers. Ah, Steve's been playing League of Thieves. Then watching your previous stream afterwards. Fantastic. Brilliant, Steve. It'd be interesting to know how many changes you make, how many different decisions you actually make. Yes, good evening. If I've not said hello to you, that's because we've had a few technical issues that were my fault, basically. So hello, Spellsing. Hello, Astoria. Hello, Lirin. I can't talk. Hello, Julian. Hello, Steve. Hello, Lee. Hello, Jonathan. And hello, Martha. And hello, Steve. Hello, everyone. And hello, Grocklesnook. You alright now, Grocklesnook? He looks a bit stoned. He looks a bit... I think he's been on the wacky backy. I didn't think he did that sort of stuff. So, yes, we are here to play part 2 of Portal of Chaos by Simon Tudhope, illustrated by Tom Knight. Talking of the illustrations, there are 10 illustrations that, I was going to say proliferate, that's the wrong word, that are, it's attacking me, the book's attacking me, that are spread out through the book. When we get to an illustration, we will need your help, because these are puzzle illustrations. So they're clues in the illustrations for us to progress. So when we get to one, I have actually scanned them all in. I've put them all up on the Facebook, the Edra Tales Facebook group. Chin chin and bottoms up. Yes, exactly. Bottoms up. I'm assuming it's the bottom of the glass, isn't it? Bottoms up. Not your actual... Anyway, black magic spice rum for Jonathan. Oh, you're a dirty man. I don't think I meant dirty there. Oh, sounds posh. I now imagine chocolate liqueur. Yeah, all the ladies love black magic. Oh, I love black magic chocolates. They were great. Paul Grucklesnook has enjoyed so much Wacky Backy. He's even greener than usual. Yeah, exactly. Hello, mate. This is really nice cider. If you've not tried Old Mount cider, I reckon it's kiwi and lime. Just adds a little bit of a twist. Sort of tastes like apple, but not quite, because it's kiwi and lime. What are you talking about? What? Slante? What are you talking about? What's that mean? Is that salute? Salute? No. God, that's gone to my head. I don't know why. It's only 4%, and I've had some dinner. It's not like I'm running on empty. Just before we go any further, Lovejoy update. You weren't expecting that, were you? An original Lovejoy murder mystery. Yes, I'm working my way through the Lovejoy series of books. I believe there was about 20, maybe 30, that were written in the 70s and the 80s, and sporadically, I think, in the 90s, maybe a few in the 2000s. I've nearly finished it. Look, nearly finished. I've only got a few pages to go. I've got one chapter, basically. It's all wrapping up. Whoa, mama. Yeah, as I say, if you used to love the TV Lovejoy, it's very different, especially in this one. Again, he's gone back to his old wily ways. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to ruin your childhood memories. So, there you go. So I'm looking forward to finishing that, and then I'll be reading another murder mystery. Probably not a Lovejoy one, but a friend of mine wrote one that I designed the cover for, but it's all the way over there, so I won't show it to you. I'm just drinking tea as usual, says Illustria. Lovely. Is it normal tea? Builder's tea? Builder's brew? I love the non-alcoholic version of that cider. Ah, yeah, they've got a lot of non-alcoholic beers and ciders now. That's swung back into favour. Tinker, you muppet. That should have gone for a ton, not a pony. Tinker, you muppet. No, I can't do a Lovejoy impression. Exactly. Good to know that Tinker is actually he is in every novel so far. So he is a regular character. He's not really got many other regular characters. Catchpole, he's not a regular character. He's in one of the novels. I think the first one for about 20 pages, if that. Perhaps Slate was referring to her previous Sideways. Yeah, slant. I think you're right, Lirin. I think you're right. So, yes, Devilish Devils. No, Devilish Dilemmas. Devilish Devils. What's Devilish Devils? Nothing. I've just made that up. Devilish Dilemmas, the game book what I am writing. Julian is back on the case. Proofreading, not proofreading, play testing. So that's very, very good. And I'm back on the case cutting a new illustration. No, can't do that. I was going to say something then, but you can't do that. You probably won't be able to tell what it is yet. Hello there, Glenn. Devilish Murders. There we go. Well, my actual game is Devilish Deaths. Yeah, Devilish Deaths. But I said Devilish Devils, which is something completely different. So, yeah, I've started a new illustration. So, I'm hoping to crack on with the illustrations over the next week, and then hopefully get them done in a week. And then I'm going to go through all the proofreading that Sally has done and that my friend Claire has done. And then once that's all done, I'm going to go through all the play testing that Julian hopefully will have finished by then, and other people have play tested it as well. So thank you for those that have play tested it. Garlic, not garlic. Garlic, not Gaelic. No, Gaelic, not garlic. Sante is garlic for cheers. No, it's Gaelic. I see what you mean now. Like Prost or Salute. There's me I was gonna try and learn Dothraki. I can barely speak English. Lee has put here, I had a look at the pictures. Looks intriguing. Yes. When we get to the pictures, we'll be asking for your expertise in looking at the clues. And look at this. I'm flicking through the book and there's no pictures coming up. There was one. Yeah, so I've put the pictures up onto the Edra Tales Facebook group. Go to Media tab, then you go to Albums, and then it should say Portal of Chaos, and you should see all of them there. So, welcome Glenn, welcome everybody. Hopefully, let's crack on. Let's crack on. If you just want to watch, that's absolutely fine. Hello there, Martha. She's put here, I'm going to have you in the background. Oh, there you go. I must have read your mind. Making food prep for tomorrow. I'm still recovering from illness. Yes, big hugs to Martha. Moorish murders. But is that like the race, though? It's just... No. Roger Moorish murders. Yes. Hopefully you've nearly recovered fully. Big hugs to Martha. Silver. Yeah, put us on in the background. Absolutely. Making food prep for tomorrow. Sounds delightful. Let us know what food you're making. Hopefully it's cheese. Anyway, let's crack on with drinking. That's very nice. I wish I had another one of those. I'll be downing that as well. We were avoiding degenerate earth dwellers. Yes. But you can only avoid them for so long, I'm afraid, Lee. Only for so long. So part 2. I will read the previous entry. 66. So yeah, I've totally forgotten what we're meant to be doing. We've got a deadliest mission. Oh yeah, we are part of... Oh, that's right. We've been asked by a client to track down somebody... hang on. Omen Rose is who we're after. A guy called Omen Rose. Now we're on Earth. We've gone to London, but it's London after there was some sort of disaster going on. So it's not, you know, London isn't as it normally should be. Wednesdale cheese, perchance? God damn it, it's 26 Celsius. Helps keep one up during summer midnights. God, is it that hot already over there? Or I should say still. Or Morris murders dance to death. I like that. Yeah, maybe the detective, the amateur sleuth, could be a Morris dancer. That has got Pie in the Sky written all over it. Do you remember Pie in the Sky? Plague doctors. Satanic slayings. We're getting them all tonight. We're getting them all tonight. So let's read the previous entry. Just so basically I can remind myself what the hell's going on. 28 centuries later, the jungle returns. Yes, so we're in London that's overgrown. There's feral people running around. There was some sort of disaster happened. I think it was nuclear stuff kicking off. Loved Pie in the Sky, says Julian. Fantastic. As the third Zuan, oh yeah, the Zuans are the feral creatures, falls, more leap out of both sides of the river, grabbing the oars. Oh, that's right, we're in a river. You pull for your life. An arrow flies past you, and you duck. As a spear glances off the side of the boat, but they're falling behind now, and the current helps you carry you clear. Breathing heavily, you sweep around the bend. Add 1 upgrade point, which we did do. So just to let you know then, this is our logbook, Captain's log. We are on 10 life points, although we should have a maximum of 12. Upgrades, we've got strength 3, we've upgraded skill to 4, we've upgraded sixth sense to 4, and we've upgraded speed to 3. Jump in the water and suddenly you're a duck. What's that from? Or are you just going mad? Is that what this is? Just going mad? We went John Wick on the Zotan arses. We did. We killed quite a few actually. Just then the water blazes with golden light. It's evening time, and as you turn to see the sun dropping below the clouds, it glistens on the great dome surrounding London. The dome built to keep the breach, so it was called the breach, at bay, but now cracked and breached itself. The creeping vegetation and strange mutations found their way in long ago. Finally, as dusk turns to night, you Roger Moore, your boat by some stone steps and climb up onto the bank. Ahead, where the dome meets the ground, there's a gate. So we're just about to go into the dome. Unfortunately, I always think now of The Simpsons whenever there's a dome. I used to sit in equity with Freddie Fisher as it goes, says Lee. Am I really ignorant? Who's Freddie Fisher? Who's Freddie Fisher? Is that Carrie Fisher's brother? I don't know. Or the incident that Mitchell and Webb look. What? The incident in that Mitchell and Webb look. Oh, I don't know about that one. Julian's put here. The breach has been breached by a beach. Wearing breeches. We'll leave it there. 2 guards are squatting next to a campfire on the other side of the gate. They stand up as you approach. Stay indoors. Pie in the sky reference. Oh, right. Nice. My name is Coda Santes, you call. I'm here to speak with Mural the Fool. The shorter guard adjusts his worn red uniform and straightens his black helmet. So why are you out there? He asks, his voice muffled by the dome. You tell him about your unexpected welcome from the iron bolts. Oh, that was you, was it? You can't understand a word he's saying. Ah, that was you, was it? He doesn't seem surprised and shrugs when you ask who did it. There are several possibilities, and your friend is one of them. He looks at you shrewdly. I'm no friend of Mural the Fool, you say. I'm here for information, and my client is impatient. You know what they call them, don't you? Him and his flock. The bird brains. You won't get much sense out of that lot. You hold his stare to hide your confusion. So, he's part of a gang called the Bird Brains. Fantastic. Julian's put here, I am Coda Sanchez. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Leaving his put here, Dome now reminds me of Might St. Paul's Cathedral, that took one German missile head on. And as if the Lord himself protecting her and everyone within refused to let it detonate and let her stand tall. Oh. I did not know that. Fantastic. So you have your first choice. If you want to tell him the word is gang. Oh, him and his flock. Okay. You can type gang. Oh yeah, if you want to tell him the word is gang, not flock, type gang. If you just want to ask him to let you in, type in. What do you want to do? Do you want to correct him on his grammar, on his words? Or do you want to just say, come on mate, stop messing about, I'm not interested, just let me in. The dome also reminds me, oh I've read that already. Oh no I haven't. The dome also reminds me of St. Paul's, but from Philip Reeve's Mortal Engines. Traction City of London. Oh, nice. The bird is the word. Bird is the word. That reminds me of Family Guy. Flock, as in flock of bird brains. Yes, no, that's what I thought. Yeah. In, no correction. In gang. So we've got 2 for in, 1 for gang, 3 for in. You do not wake to anger natives. Yeah, you don't want to wake the anger, of natives during the first contact by correcting them. I know, it's a pedant, isn't it? Philip Reeve's Mortal Engines books are brilliant. Yeah, I did want to read those, but I never got round to them. They look really good. I heard good things about them as well. I might have to put them on my to-read list. 100% loved meeting him at signings too. Oh, fantastic. Was he an engine? Like that. Robotic arm. That's silly, Ken. That's silly. That side has gone straight to your head. So, it looks like we're going to go in because correcting them does seem a bit weird. Even though they're wrong. But, you know, it's not. It's a flock, isn't it? Him and his flock, we call him the bird brains. That, it's like a blankety blank answer, that is. Right. So, we're going to go in. 248. I think you'll find, says Steve, leaving us to figure out what he wants. I think you'll find... Oh, I see, that's when we correct him. Yeah, I think you'll find it's gang. But it could be cult, it could be anything. Could be gaggle. Gaggle of bird brains. But unless things are even worse than they appear, the London Guards still control of the perimeter, you ask flatly. You can at least let me in, even if you can't guarantee my safety. He sucks his belly in and draws himself up to his full, unimpressive height. If Dylan was it. Where's Jan, by the way? Where's Jan? Every city has its problems, he says. We're all that stands between civilization and the jungle. Oh, unless it's a code word. Yeah, it could be, could be. He gestures suddenly and the gate squeals as the other guard slides it open. You know where to find him? He asks. You nod. Then good luck. Add 1 upgrade point. We are getting these upgrade points thick and fast, which is fantastic. What upgrade point would you like to upgrade? What ability? We've got Strength 3, Skill 4, Sixth Sense 4, Speed 4. Type which one you'd like to upgrade. Strength, Skill, Sixth Sense or Speed? Julian's put here, yes, I'm shy, that last one. I also loved his Arthur and Railhead is also meant to be immersive. I do like eavesdropping on a conversation. Speed, strength, Cuthbert Dibble Grub. Skill, says Lirin. We've got in with diplomacy just then. Why does nobody want strength? I know. Bunch of weaklings, Julian. Strength, all equal then. Yeah, I think I would go for strength if it was me. So strength. Illustria would like strength as well. Lee has put strength. Finally. The Railhill trilogy is brilliant. We've got 2 for speed, 1 for skill. Yes, we're going to go for strength. We are going to go for strength. So, all things equal, everything. Strength, skill, 6% speed, all on 4. We haven't got any items yet. We've just got information. No strength for me, Ken. I'm strong enough. It's fair enough. Excellent. Okay, so let's crack on. We are going to go to 342. 342. We said we knew where he was, but I don't know if we do, actually, to be honest. The wet earth sucks at your feet as you make your way through the ruins. Ponds have formed where water drips from the dome, and fat toads, nice, pulse blue and gold, feasting on the insects they attract. You slap the side of your neck and wish they'd attract a few more. Your progress is painfully slow. If there's a pathway through the swamp, it's going to be tricky to find in the dark. So, if you like to use your head torch, if you decide to carry on in the dark, do we have a head torch? Is that just given to us? Have I missed something? Hello, Lord Zods. How are you, sir? While we waited for the gates to open, we borrowed the guards' dumbbells and exercised. Yeah, still role-playing our character. Exactly. Release the hound. Release the hound, Smithers. Release the... Slow, eh? Maybe we need speed after all, yeah. Did we have a headlamp, or is this just a given that because we're half robot, cyber person? You items, it says you'll both pick up and lose items on your mission, remember to write down any items you pick up in your logbook and delete if you are instructed to. Most items can help you in some way. It doesn't say that we actually start with any headlamp or anything like that. So I would assume, this is slightly frustrating, I would assume we can't do the headlamp one. If you'd like to use your head torch, we haven't got a head torch, surely. It doesn't say. Oh, so we're Strike from Mortal Engines after all, yeah. Yeah, we are kind of like a cyber being, I thought. Doing great. Dark, I remember no torch. Oh, no torch. All cities must have their problems. These are big enough. Also, did we leave Ulf at the ship? Yeah, I think we did leave Ulf at the ship. Improvise. We have matches and hair. That'll give us 30 seconds. Turn on the headlamp. Darkness and mud equals sucked into swamp mutant's mouth. Well, it doesn't say we've got one. It's kind of weird that it just says that rather than if you have the if you have a headlamp, head torch, use it now. I'm going to go no because it says you will pick up items and we didn't start with one, so I think I'm going to go no. Their text says we should have one. I know what you mean. Normally I would say, says Steve, if you have one you may use it. Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying. It normally sort of is like, if you have a head torch, turn to so-and-so. Test suggests we have one. It does suggest we do have one. Here. What do you reckon? Alright, let's do a vote then. Have we got a headlamp or not? Yes, if we have got one. No, if we don't have one. Torch plus mosquitoes. Oh yeah, really? No thanks. Your turn on your torch. You feel you sucked out of you. Yeah, along with your blood and million mosquitoes descended. Yeah. Well, I'm letting you guys decide. So Julian said no. Glenn says no. Steve says yes. So that's 2-1. And it's honourable for me. It's unclear rules. I read it to my benefit. Okay. That's fair enough then. So that's 2 apiece. Leerin has put here, fighting fantasy always implies your character is holding up his or her lantern without stating out loud. Oh, okay, for example. House rule. Ulf probably does. Well, it's 2 apiece, so that decided nothing. We'll let the die decide then. We'll let the die decide. Let's crack this one open. We'll take a fighting fantasy one. 1, 2 and 3 is no. Fighting fantasy states if you have a lantern or torch. Yeah, fighting fantasy does give you a list of items, doesn't it, at the beginning? I also, in my game book, put a list of items at the beginning. Hello there, Snow Queen. How are you? How are you? So, 1, 2 or 3 is no. We don't have a headlamp. 4, 5 and 6 is yes, we do. Here we go then. 4, 5 and 6 is yes, we do. We have got one. Fantastic. I'll put it in the items then. Head torch. We would call it a headlamp, wouldn't we? Like in a car. Yippee-ki-yay! Good evening, Frosty Majesty. Okay, so let's have a look then. We do use a head torch. 53. 53. The beam of light sends the toads croaking into the undergrowth. You sweep it left and right over oily water and ghostly grasses, and set off once more through the ruins. Your path is long and winding. Insects swarm to the beacon on your head, as Julian predicted, and every one of them seems to bite as Julian predicted, mother lover. But outside the beam, the darkness is complete. Suddenly, you feel something rush past your cheek, something bigger than an insect. It's a screech. No, from Save from the Bell. Oh no, there's a screech. I thought that was the name of the creature. That would be fantastic. There's a screech, and a black shape flits across your path. As you spin round, the night seems to tear into the dark, ragged fragments. Wings teem and flicker, and something lands on the back of your neck. It sinks its teeth deep. As you reach behind, deduct 1 life point. Oh no, no. We are on 9 life points. That's not that many. We were smart adventurer. Yeah, we were kind of smart. Kind of smart. Very random encounter if it was the other screech. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? See, death by insect. Julian was right. Julian was right. It's a bat. It's a bat. Ah, no. The creature screeches and squirms in your hand. Bigger than any that you've ever seen. And its jaws are sticky with insects and blood. Another lands on the side of your face. And you switch off the light and run. Add together your strength and speed levels. Oh, if your total is 8 or higher, well, luckily they are. Oof. So 225. So Julian, you called that one on a scale of not very smug to I'm extremely smug about that. Whereabouts are you? We spent too much wondering if the lamp... Yeah, we didn't start if we should, yeah. To combat a wild screech, do you just ring a bell? It is dark. It is very dark. You're about to be eaten by a grue. Yes. Well, luckily, we've just run off. We've turned the light off. If only we didn't have a lamp. That's the dice's fault. We're going to blame the dice. My hand can't fit out the door. My head can't fit out the door. Exactly, to get a fresh beer. Snow Queen has put, was that Zork? Can't remember. Zork. I'm not sure. Grue, Cuthbert, Dibble and Grue. Right, I've completely lost the plot. Here we go then, 225. You're running blind, eyes still dazed by the torch, swatting wildly at the invisible swarm. You splash through the water until suddenly you're up to your waist in a stagnant pool and your feet are stinking into the ooze. They're sinking into the ooze. It takes all your strength to keep going, but as your eyes adjust to the night, you see a dark outline ahead. A broad walk. It's Bruce Willis. Gritting your teeth, you head straight for it, and your breath comes in ragged gasps as you clamber out and stumble away. The bat fades back into the night. Right, that probably wasn't the best thing to do then, was it? It's easy when you know. It's easy when you've done hindsight, isn't it? Stinking into the stinking ooze. Yeah, I've done it again. Yeah, Gardan melon farming bats. Yeah, it was crazy bats. Because I am super cool guy, says Steve, I spent the evening sorting my game books into different subgenres, subtypes. I like the sound of that, Steve. I like the sound of that. Not just merely into alphabetical order by game book series. Oh, no. No. That's for an amateur organ, an amateur geek. Hard pounding, you press on through the swamp, and gradually the ground gets firmer and starts to climb. You pass through a stone archway, up steps that are smooth and winding. The moon has found a gap in the dome, and as you reach the hilltop, its blue light shines over the city below. There's a bench nearby, and you scrunch your hands in your pockets and sit down. Shivering, eyes closed, you think of the warm fields up there in the sky, the moon wheat that feeds half the solar system bending in the breeze. Your parents' old farmhouse is gone now, but you remember those long lunar days bringing in the harvest, you and your brother lying in the back of the hover cart when work was done, gazing sleepily up at the earth. Okay, so you... Oh, I see. So we were brought up on the moon. Yeah, Bruce is under the broad walk. Broad walk. Because... Oh, yeah, read that. Steve's put, to stop me playing too many similar types of game books in a row and getting burnout. Oh, that's actually quite a clever idea. Yeah. Kudos to you, Steve. So we were brought up on the moon, and our parents had a farm. You wake with a start. It's early morning, and a thick fog is rising. You rub your eyes, and behind your lids you can still see your brother's face. We're having a flashback. It's always the same dream. That bright, fierce face turning away, always turning. Steve has his priorities right. Oh, Snow Queen is better. Oh, this evening Ros Morris sent me a friend request on Facebook. Oh, because I was blethering to Dave Morris about how AI slop art just isn't good now that it's trying to be photographic. Yeah. And all because I like lists. Who doesn't like a good list? Jonathan, you love a good spreadsheet, don't you? Lee has put here, yeah, makes sense. Lunar living as Earth is a mess. Yeah, she's nice. Good to hear it, Snow Queen. Julian's player, Dad likes to refer to us as Moon Unit Zapper. Cinematically Osborne. That's the name of the publisher. There it is. Lists are the goats. I've got lists of goats, different types of goats as well. So, what the hell is going on? You shake your head clear and take a food pack from your bag. Chewing slowly, you assess your options. Add 4 life points. Okay, that's kind of weird. So it didn't say we had food packs, but yet we've had food packs. You know, it just so it looks like certain things, unless I've missed something at the beginning, I'm pretty sure. What does it say before it starts? Yeah, I'm just trying to see if it does say, oh, you start with this, you start with that. But it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. You start with 12 life points, blah, 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 blah. It's life points. Upgrades. Talks about upgrades. It doesn't say we actually start with stuff. So, it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. Greatest of all time. Exactly. I've made lists of actual different types of goats, as well as different types of greatest of all time people as well. There is crossover as well. There are some goats that are the greatest of all time. From Joseph's book. Last flashback, we were involved in lobbing chocolates over fences and murder hobos. Fair enough. That sounds like a delightful flashback. All presumed props implied to be possessed by all bounty hunters. Yeah, it's a bit strange that. A wat. Worst of all time. I like that spelling. Mountain goat. S-tier goating. That is, Glenn. That is absolutely mountain goat. It's got to be the goat. The goat of goats. The greatest goats. Well, mountain goat is pretty up there. Can you get a hill goat? I don't know what type of goats there are. Billy goat? Or Billy's goat? Billy's Billy goat? No, we're just getting silly now. Right, so what we're going to do, your destination is the ancient Tower of London. That's where Mughal and his gang, Flock, have their base. And there are 3 main routes you could take. Along the river, through the streets, or underground through the old train tunnels. Chewing slowly, you make your choice. What do you want to do? If you want to go on the river, type river. Through the streets, type streets. Or tunnels, type tunnels. You decide. The goat's cheese. Is that like the dog's bollocks? It's like the goat's cheese. Go to goats. Ghost goats. Billy Goat's gruff. This has got out of hand. Goats remind me of that puppet show from Sound of the Music. Oh yeah. I've forgotten about that. Tunnels, yes, good. Steve's bringing back some brevity to the proceedings. Tunnels. River, says Elostaria. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Snow Queen has put river. So it's 2 for river, 1 for tunnel. And Lyrian would like streets. Want to see how much the jungle has taken over the city. You might not get your chance. Anyone else voting? Anyone else voting? Put your votes in now. Put your votes in now, ladies and gentlemen. Put your goats in now. Come on. Come on now. Fair point. That is a fair point, but it looks like... Oh, Snow Queen's been convinced. Sewers, yeah. Yeah, no, that's my book. That's my book. So we got tunnels. I guess, do you mean tunnels then, Glenn? Or was that a funny? So we've got 2 then for... street then. Okay, streets have it. The streets have it. Who remembers the streets? Remember the streets back in the day? 264, the streets. Don't know if the streets is more dangerous. Do you reckon they'd be more dangerous? They might not be. They might be sort of uninhabited. Let's find out. Big fan of nature taking over. Yeah, honestly, it's really beautiful, isn't it? When, I mean, it's a shame for buildings. You know, obviously you don't like to see any building abandoned. But when you do see them abandoned and all the ivy's grown through, the grass has grown through, the trees might have poked through, it looks amazing. I bet weirdos live in the tunnels. It's a bit presumptuous of you, Snow Queen. It's probably true, though. Probably true. Right then, so 264. We're going to go through the city, streets. An overgrown path leads down the hill, and your clothes are soon soaked with dew. Mountain dew, not mountain dew. Ducking under a branch, you notice something half hidden in the undergrowth. A battered metal box. You prise open the lid and find a gas mask inside. Carefully you lift it out. These things were worn before the dome was built, when the breach was at its height and the air carried spores that turned people into wild beasts. It must be ancient, but it still looks in decent condition. Add the gas mask to your logbook. Okay, so we've definitely not found a head torch. That's just a given item. And the provisions, because it never said add the head torch, or, you know, and it does, when we're picking up items, it actually says adds that to your log. So we've got the gas mask. Piccadilly Circus, where my favourite in London, with its museums, parks and museums. Do you hear the people sing? Do you hear the people sing? Piccadilly Circus, yeah, it's great. Parks and theatres. Steve has put, I backed a new game book on Kickstarter that had an interesting concept mechanic. Okay. The main game book is broken into chapters, and between chapters you can generate your own random side quests using random tables. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. But yeah, let us know when it comes out and all of that, and how you're getting on with that, because I mean, we could try doing it on here, but yeah, let us know how you get on with that. So, so we've got a gas mask. Pressing on, you gradually become aware of a slow, steady squeak up ahead. Through the branches, you see a clearing, and a young boy rising and falling in the fog. It takes you a moment to realise he's on a swing. There's a girl, not much older, standing behind, and in the centre of the clearing, Steam seeps through a big metal grate in the ground. It is the second one of those you've seen. They keep the plants watered under the dome. And above this one, a net has been strung. On the net is a small pile of black pebbles. The boil? Lee's put, what's it called, Steve? There you go. The boy squeals in delight. The girl is pretending to be a monster, grabbing for his ankles, letting them slip through her grasp. Shh, she chides, glancing around. You straighten up and push through the branches, calling out a greeting. The effect isn't what you had hoped. The boy cries out and the girl grabs him from the swing. They stare at you in silence, and you clear your throat. What are those? You say in a friendly voice, pointing at the pebble things steaming on the net. The girl steps in front of them and pulls the boy with her. Food, you ask? You're curious now, and take a step forward. Leave us alone, she says suddenly, or you'll be sorry. Could be food. Echoes in the Deep, a Fate-forged tale, advanced solo TTRPG. Sounds cool. So if anyone else is interested in that, check that out on Kickstarter. What has Annette done to deserve this? Annette? Is that the thing over the top? Is that what you've called her? I don't know. So we have a choice to make, though. Do you decide to do as she asks? Type yes. If not, type no. So do you want to do as she asks, to leave her alone? Leave them alone. Type yes if you want to, or no if you don't want to. If this was Joseph Apocalypse, they'd just get shot. I know. Hello, Martha. Martha says yes. She would like to do what they say. Lerin has put no. Offer food in friendship. This usually works in post-apocalyptic fiction. Well, will we get the opportunity to do that? That's the question. She need not be afraid of Remus Holjan. He never finds the net. I take it that's a football reference. No. So Elostria and Snow Queen also say no. So Glenn's gone no. So it looks like, sorry Martha, no, badger the crap out of them. And you were at school? He was with teachers. It's Ed. Oh, sorry about that. No. 9. You can't vote multiple times, Glenn. I can see through that. Simply because you've got the same name. Okay, we're not. We want to know what's going on. We want to know what love is. I don't know the words. Maybe she might know where the tower is, though. You think quickly. If your sixth sense is level 4 or higher, it is indeed 4. Not higher, but it is 4, so we are thinking quickly to try and get her on our side, I guess, to convince her that we're not going to do any harm. 177. There was something in her voice that makes you think the threat could be real. You take a step back. Oh, okay. She did say, or you'll be sorry. So, yeah, maybe she's got a weapon of some sort. So we take a step back. So we kind of are doing what she's asked. She eyes you suspiciously, and you wait in silence. You're not leaving us alone, she says at last. You reply that you're a visitor on your way to the city. The quickest way is through there, she says, pointing. The young boy is growing restless. He takes a doll from the pocket of his oversized coat, and you see it's missing an arm and all its hair. If you have the toy spaceship, we don't have the toy spaceship. Damn. Or she can step on a switch. Yes. What's occurring, small urchins? Badger, 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 snake. Oh, snake. Was that a song? I don't know. It's an consensuous. What's going on? I want you to show me. That's the next line, isn't it? Right, so we don't have the toy. Oh, we could have had the toy. If we had the toy spaceship, we probably would be able to befriend them. As it is, she's probably going to shoot us through the head. Let's find out. Next week? No, we've still got some time. We've still got plenty of time. The girl's arm hangs in the air and her jaw juts out defiantly. So what would you like to do? Do you decide to get on your way? Type yes. Or do you want to stand your ground? Type no. So, do you want to get on your way or do you want to stand your ground? Okay, put way. Sorry, I'll do that again. Put way if you want to get on your way or ground if you want to stand your ground. What do you want to do? The stone behind Ken is the wall monster Granitadus. Yes, from Nightmare. Shh, don't wake him. I'll be in big trouble. That does it, says Lewin. I'm going to buy us many Osborns as I can get, so we'll find out the paths we did not take. I know, that's the thing. That's why I sort of thought, actually, by live streaming these, it doesn't spoil everything. It spoils some of the book, but not everything. So if we don't do the book, if we don't finish off the book, because we die, you know, you won't know how it finishes. Gravitas of legend is sleeping in Ken's dungeon. We got to be careful. So Steve would like to stand the ground. Crack on, sir, says Glenn. Way, so it's 2 for way, 1 for ground. This is why I do multiple videos of books often. Oh, I see. Yeah, so you do other paths as well. That's fair enough. Yeah, we all do it slightly differently. Way, because this implies potential game over. Way, says Snow Queen as well. Probably. She's a child, but she's feral. And those two words equal disaster. Way of the exploding fist, yeah. Way of the feral child. Oh, that would be a good game book, wouldn't it? Way of the feral child. You play a feral child. Would that be good? Would you want to play a feral child in a game book? Way of the tiger. Okay, we're going to go on our way. 116. 116. Okay. Nobody's commented about my idea of playing a feral child, so clearly it's not a good idea. It is, it's a great idea. What's the matter with you lot? Leaving the clearing, you follow the trail down a gentle slope. Always have gifts to offer locals, yeah, such as the cultural common ground of sacred hospitality. Yeah, there you go, Lee. Lee's got it. Lee knows. You are a feral child. And as such, you have been put up a chimney. I like it. Yeah. I deliberately get the child. You're just a... That's not... No, but you are the child. You wouldn't want to kill yourself, would you? Leaving the clearing, you follow the trail down a gentle slope through the trees. Low, crumbling walls rise up on either side, and empty windows and doorways appear. You're entering the heart of Old London now. Old London town. The last island in this sea of green. Wooden shacks jut out into the wide streets, and a small neon sign flickers through the fog. It's a red tooth, and as you walk past, you hear an anguished groan from within. The words E.B. Farnham, dentist, are painted on the door. A lizard skitters across your path, and there's a burst of chatter as people spill onto the street carrying baskets of freshly laundered clothes. Watch it, love, says a woman with a yellow headscarf as you brush past. Make way for the silent cyber. A cyber, says another, turning around to peer at you curiously. What's a cyber doing here? Maybe words got out about your theories, Duffan, calls the first. And they all laugh, except a young woman near the front, whose face goes red. They've come to get you before the secret gets out, that's right. We're all prisoners inside the dome. Ain't that right, Cyber? But you ignore her, and push your way through onto the market square. Don't mingle with the peasants. Roll 1 dice and add your 6th sense. We need 8 or higher, I believe. We're on 4. Old London town to meet our old china plates and have a cup of rosy, says Steve. Old London, Camden Town, perchance? Time to loot some Beatles t-shirts. You're not wrong there, Lirin. It's an apocalypse. It's like Freeway Fighter, but you are a feral child. Yeah. There's something in that, actually, isn't there? You're a street urchin. I like that. I like street urchins. Reminds me of the, the irregular boys in Sherlock Holmes. Start up the Interceptor. Did you ever read any G.R. Kefsten books as a child? That's to Jonathan Green from Julian. Fear not, says Lee. Gentles, we may be cyber, but we're not very good. We have a headlamp, though. Well, that's what they call it. The Baker Street Irregulars. There it is. The Irregulars. The Baker Street Irregulars. Yes, thank you very much, Jonathan. Yeah. I knew it was something like that. I like that. I did think they because they don't appear loads in the Sherlock Holmes, because I have read every one of the official stuff. But they don't appear loads in the short stories and novels. So I've always found them fascinating. You know, it's also a bit like Fagin's kids, isn't it? Wiggins, that's the one, Wiggins. Okay, so we're going to add 4 to this dice roll. Yep, that went well, didn't it? I thought we'd do that. If you're told it's 8 or higher, well, it wasn't. It was 7 or lower. So, I don't think we're using our 6th sense this time. An old man is playing an instrument of some sort, his fingers flying over the keys and producing such an insistent, mesmerising sound that you can't help but stand and watch as people jostle past. It's not until later that you notice the gas mask is missing from your pack. Damn. And realise this was probably the moment when the pickpockets saw their chance. Delete gas mask. Oh no, we're going to get gassed now, aren't we? Let's hope we don't let out a really loud big fart. Gamebirds, fair enough. Similar vein to tripods. Oh, were they? Oh, nice. I think The Irregulars is a Netflix show about them rather than Sherlock. Oh, is it? I might have to check that out then. Thank you for that, Steve. Lee has put, I wonder how the Brontosaurus skeleton, just returned from my hometown to own this year, still stands in the Natural History Minute in the far future London. I hope it does come back to London, because that's really nostalgic. Loads of kids go to see the big Brontosaurus in the National History Museum. No, what is it? The National something or other. Yeah, it's National History Museum. That is one of your childhood memories in the UK. It's like tripod, says Lee, but you're a feral child. That would be quite cool as well. Just anything, and you're a feral child. Pride and Prejudice, but you're a feral child. One of our dinosaurs is missing. It certainly is, Julian, but we know where it is. Right, okay, so we got the gas mask nicked. Guys and girls. It's like Rebel Planet, but you're a feral goat. Yeah, and all you want is just to eat. You just want to find stuff to eat. That is your mission. Okay, we got our pockets nicked. Fagin and the Dodgers descendants have struck. I know, and we were just talking about that as well. Yes, hence why I turned it. Also, Stig of the Dump, where you play a feral child. Stig of the Dump was fantastic. I love Stig of the Dump. Just so you know, Saturday I might not be online at all, going to my cousin's wedding. No worries, Martha. Thank you for letting us know. As I always say, real life takes... what's the word? Precedent. Takes precedence over live streams. That's what I always say, so no worries at all. Hopefully you'll have a lovely time at your cousin's wedding. Have you got what you're going to wear? Have you got all that sorted out? Is it a themed wedding? Is it medieval? Does that mean we now have no items at all? We've got a head torch. We're going to allow ourselves a head torch and provisions, but we don't know how many provisions we've got. Because the last time it just said, you take a meal out of your backpack. So it's like, oh, okay, you're going to be maintenance. You're going to actually keep a check on our provisions. You leave the square behind and turn down a long, gloomy street. The buildings on either side are tall and forlorn, and the roof arches overhead. It must have been clear once, but now it's green with mould, and the light is so weak that you could be in a tunnel under the sea. Neon signs glow above blotted metal doors, and a cracked voice comes over a loudspeaker, reminding you to report undocumented mutations to the London guards. A woman shouts something from a high window, and there's a burst of laughter. You walk down the street, and it's not long before you're walking alone. Where did everyone go? Your footsteps sound loud and hollow. It's a small, savage whoop sign. What? Hang on. Then a small, savage whoop. Hang on. Then a small, savage whoop spins you round. Okay. As in the noise, presumably. It came from somewhere behind. Then another in front. Suddenly, they're all around, and you see a tribe of tiny blue creatures, in other words, feral children, riding on the backs of feral children. No, of giant rats. They raise their spears and shout high-pitched war cry as they charge. Gog, Magog, Magog. You quickly draw your blaster and take aim. We've got a blaster. Clear sky in London. Aquarium. What? Yeah. Are we at what used to be the London Eye? Possibly. Oh look, there's a little bit of a picture. I don't know if that's meant to be what it looks like. Are we shooting kids now? One can only hope, Glenn. One can only hope. On rats, exactly. That's what I should do. Yeah, feral rats. No, feral children riding rats. Whoops to the left of me, whoops to the right of me, whoops ahead of me, whoops, whoops. It's the sound of the police. So, we roll one dice. Oh, okay. We're going to roll one dice. Roll a 6, you kill a Gogomog. Fill in both halves of it. Oh, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll 4 or 5, you wound it, fill in half. 1, 2 or 3, you miss. If your skill level is 4 or higher, add 1 to each roll. For example, 3 becomes 4. When both halves of the Gogomog's crosses are filled in, it's blown dead from its steed. After each roll, scribble out one of your 12 charges below. So we've got 12 hits to kill 5 Gogomogs. We need a 6. We need a 6. What dice are we going? Terrible holiday. Rat jockey. Rat jockey! Just throwing everything. Shoot them up. Like shooting fish. Fish babies in a barrel. Like shooting tadpoles in a barrel. No, this has gone dark. It's gone dark. Do you want the fighting fantasy dice? Would you like the correct talisman dice, where 1 is the symbol? Or would you like the green Eldritch Horror dice? Or would you like the blue Eldritch Horror dice? What would you like? What would you like? Tosses mead and Vitties in the air. Talisman. Man Talis. I thought Lord Zords would wake up. Lightning brandy Mocktail cocktail. No, you don't do that with the cocktail, don't you? You like that. Back you fiends. Talisman says Elostaria. Yeah, right. It'll be like fighting flamingos. Talisman. We've gone for the talisman. So, let's go. We need a 6. Primarily, we need a 6. Here we go, then. We've got this one. Oh, I thought it was a 6 because it was the symbol. But that's the new talisman dice. So, we got a 1. That is a miss. So, we've got 11 charges left. Malistan. Isn't that some faraway country? You're all beautiful people. Okay, we want a 6, a 5. Okay, so we've hit 1. We need to get a 4, 5 or 6 again. Oh, we got a 6. Killed it outright. Okay, so that's one of them down. And we've got... Oh, hang on. That's 3 charges we've used. This is our 4th charge. We need a 6. That's a 4, which is... We wound it, yeah, half of it. So that's 4. This is our 5th charge. We need a 6. 1, 2 or 3 is a miss. This is our 6th charge. Where did you get your talisman? Malistan. 3. Oh, that's a miss. This is our 7th charge. Oh, that's the second one killed. Don't we add 1? Oh, yeah, sorry, we have. We've been adding 1. You're right. Sorry, forgot to do that. So we had 2 3s, didn't we? So we've killed 2 normally without adding them up. 2 3s would have been 2 4s. So that is the 3rd one dead. Did we get any more? Well, let's just say we got half charges then. Let's say we got half charges, just in case. We've been hit. Yeah, we've been hitting in the face. Oh, it's a blaster, isn't it? That's terrible blaster miming. Says Lirin. Mutant lawn flamingo barbarians in Hawaiian shirts and sunglasses. But feral. Charges. In this Zulu... Don't you bring Zulu into it, Julian. There's a graphic novel in that. Exactly. Mutant, lawn, Luton. Hang on. Luton? Mutant, Luton, lawn, flamingo, barbarians in Hawaiian shirts and their glasses. More guns! So let's say we've got 6 charges left and we've got 2 mutants to go. Here we go then. Oh, that's not going to save us. That's a 1. So we've got 5 left. That's a 6. Killed outright. Bish bash bosh. So we've got 1 left. 4 charges left. That's another 6. Bosh. How'd you like them apples? Bit like the kangaroos in Tank Girl. I've not seen Tank Girl. Boom indeed, Glenn. Sniper. So, if you kill all 5 Gagamogs before running out of charges, which we did, I've got a sneaky suspicion that they would just crowd over you and just eat your face off. Like feral children do. 209. I do like that. Feral children on giant rats. I might have to do that. I've actually decided what the theme, what my story is going to be for my next game book, which is the one that I'm releasing with Jam, if you know what I mean. And it is Well, I'll tell you Saturday what it's fully about, but it does have rats in it. So I can easily weave that into it. Let's have a look. Your friend does what? My friend does an Alf... What? An Alf podcast. They just managed to snag an interview with Alf himself. Alf from who? What, as in the alien the alien from the 80s? Kiddie rat riders loot the bodies. Exactly. Loot the kiddie rat riders' bodies. Brandy really does make the best Motov cocktail drinks, remaining 6 charges. That's good to know, Lirin, if we're ever in a tight corner. Jonathan's put, being a feral child didn't hold you back at all, did it? No. No, not at all. Not at all. In fact, it made me what I am today. Alien life form, yes. But does that mean... Do you actually mean Alf? Yeah, oh, the Hawaiian shirt alien puppet. Oh, did he wear an alien Hawaiian shirt? Being a feral child never harmed me. No, not at all. Yes, Alf Lifeform from Melmac. Is that the company? Or Alf from Home and Away? Oh yeah, Alf from Home and Away. City of Wasters. What's that? Is that the name of the rats? Where the kids are. Never held a grudge. Oh, never held a grouch from Sesame Street back. That's very wise words there from Snow Queen. Not Alf from Home and Away. Oh, Mrs. Mangle. Jelly Belly Bishop. Oh no, that's Neighbours. I got my Australian soaps mixed up. Don't cancel me. Please don't cancel me. Right, here we go then. We did 209. We shot them in the face. We shot them all in the face. Wonder what happened to the rats though. Hopefully we didn't harm the rats. The Goggamogs lie scattered around you like lost toys, and you turn one over with your foot. It's still clutching its spear, and there are they didn't stand a chance. And there are 4 crosses etched down its arm, neat purple scars in the blue skin. Its face is masked by an insect shell that's dark and shiny. Suddenly, the loudspeaker blares. Timmy Mallet. Itsy bitsy teeny weeny polka dot. The same message on a loop, and you head off into the fog. Behind you, the giant rats drag the bodies of their former masters into the shadows to eat. We did them a favour. Add 1 upgrade point. Lived in a bin, did Oscar? He certainly did. Oh, I've lost the chat. Not actually lost. Dude even owned his own bin. Yeah, that's basically Jen said. On the note of brandy, 1986's Highlander with Sean Connery just released this week on Towan's Apple Store. 1783 was a very good year. Mozart wrote his great mass. It's not a mess. Not referred to as a mess. Julian's put some link. I can't work out what it is, but if you do want to click on it, go for it. Piggy eyes, nylon hair, Alf from Home and Away. There you go. Yes. I never found that funny. I'm just putting it out there now. Never. I watched it a couple of times and went, nah. Yeah, I think I was too old for it. I much preferred Metal Mickey. Who remembers Metal Mickey? Glenn Morangi on the rocks. Is that a euphemism? Here we go then, 209. Oh no, we've done that. Oh no, we're adding an upgrade point. Which would you like? We're on 4 for each of them. So, would you want to upgrade strength, skill, sixth sense, or speed? Right, which one you'd like to do now? Highlander reference. Oh, okay. It's Highlander. I watched it once and I can hardly remember it, so I do need to rewatch it. By my pals author Ben hang on, Ben Baker and chart-topping musician John Matthews from Cuban Boys and Spray. I've already forgotten what that was a reference to. Speed. Speed! Just give me the speed. Speed to outrun barbarians, yeah. I feel the need for speed. What's that film? What's that from? It's a film. Let's do Speed. Amazing flick. Yeah, speed. Give me the speed. Okay, I'm going to give you some speed, ladies and gentlemen. We're now on 5. The heady heights of 5 speed. Top Gun. I thought it was from Speed. Well, I never saw Top Gun. Yeah, go on. Criticise me now. Go on. Because... Shall I say this on air? I don't think I'm going to say this on air. But I put it this way. I have not seen Top Gun. Yes, it's an episode-by-episode guide of Alf with insights and interviews from cast members and showrunners and writers. Why is this not breaking news? Cancelled. What? Alpha's cancelled. Yeehaw! Jester's dead and being eaten by rats. No, there's a bomb on the bus. I know, I never saw Speed either. Have I watched any films? You're probably asking. Well, what was that? Valkyrie, wasn't it? The Iceman? I know about it. Yeah, I feel like I've watched it. Never had the good fortune of drinking vintage older than 10 years, much less 202 years old brandy like Connor McLeod. But isn't he a time traveller? No, he's immortal. He's immortal, Highlander. Steve has put here, you're cancelled for not watching Top Gun at all. Oh, I see. I'm cancelled for that. Well, I'm happy with that, actually. I know. I don't think they're my types of films. They're not... Keanu Reeves, he can't act, can he? Listen to me. Follow the link above or look for it on your favourite podcast streaming services. This is what I call target-rich environment. Yeah, exactly. Very niche. Very niche. I had 100-year Bowmore whiskey. Wow. Did you throw it out? Was it past its sell-by date? Terrible, terrible joke. Bill and Ted, Kent. Yeah, I never watched Bill and Ted either. I have seen the girl with the pearl earring, though. Have you? Have you? That's acting. What? I know. He's probably pretty... I've seen clips. He's pretty good in that, but everything else is rubbish. Are you a nerd? No, I'm not. I'm not Snow Queen. No, I'm not. I have seen... just trying to think. God, I've forgotten all the films I've seen. Straight from the Cask. I was so lucky to be in the right place right time. Oh, Straight from the Cask. Did you just sneak in? He'll be saying he hasn't seen The Matrix next. Well, there's a funny story about it. No, I have seen The Matrix. And I love the first 3/4 of the film. Didn't like the last quarter. And definitely didn't see Matrix 2 or 3 or 4. Ken is not a nerd. He's an actor. Exactly, I'm an actor. Bet he's never seen Labyrinth either. Well, Snow Queen, I did see Labyrinth. I did a review of Labyrinth on the Bottled Imp. Yeah, over on the YouTube channel, the Bottled Imp. If you would like to know my views and opinions of Labyrinth, you can watch that review. Leland's put here, thinking back, Highlander was the first Hollywood film I saw where the Japanese sword was portrayed as a heroic weapon rather than the mysterious, menacing and exotic villain weapon. Well, that's good. That's good. So, what we're doing, we have upgraded speeds. We need the speed for speed. We feel the need for speeds. Yeah. I've seen Girl with the Pearl Earring. What else have I seen? Pride and Prejudice. Prejudiced. I've seen Wuthering Heights with Timothy Dalton. That was fantastic. What else? A Man for All Seasons. I've seen that film. Yeah? Seen any of these films? I know Jonathan will have seen them because he's cultured. But the rest of you? Edred's Codpiece was a masterpiece. What a Babe. I've not seen Babe either. I just found my Labyrinth Kids picture book got in 1986. Fantastic. Bet Ken... Hang on, with the old Sherlock Holmes, come on. Bet Ken has seen loads of Sherlock Holmes. I've seen every single Jeremy Brett. I own the DVD. Every single episode of that, something like 70 episodes. Fantastic. And I thought the, what's his name? Robert Downey Jr., that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I did enjoy the first one. I don't think I saw any more of that. But I also saw Robert Downey Jr. in Chaplin. Did anyone see Chaplin? Yeah, love Jeremy Brett. He's the best Sherlock. I'm shocked by all of this. I never swear. Good. Jeremy Brett is my favourite Holmes. He is. He's fantastic. You remind me of the Babe. What? Chaplin was great. Yeah, Chaplin was a good biopic. I've seen The Doors with Val Kilmer. I mean... He's seen Lovejoy. I have seen Lovejoy. In fact, I've also seen Cadfile. Do you remember this Cadfile? What was I going to say? Yeah, Keanu Reeves. If you want to see bad acting, see him in Kenneth Branagh's the Shakespeare one that he did with Keanu Reeves in it. It's not Midsummer Night's Dream. What is it? I saw it at the cinema. It was... what one was it? Anyway, check that out. He's terrible. He's terrible. Cadfile is the greatest. Doors is also good. Much Ado, that was it. Much Ado About Nothing. Much Ado? Yeah. Exactly. Terrible in that. Terrible. Terrible. So, you know. I've done over 450 book, film and board game reviews, all fantasy. So if I'm not flexing my nerd credentials there, then I don't know what you're asking of me. I don't know what you're asking of me. His English accent in Dracula is pretty bad. He's terrible in Dracula as well. Oh my giddy aunt. He's the weakest link. Every film I've seen him is terrible. He's probably excellent in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Yeah, he's probably really good at doing that one. The Matrix, he was all right. You know, it was all right. But just, for me, no stage presence or screen presence. Anywho, let's crack on. By the holograms of an ancient obelisk, you pause to get your bearings. It's not too far from here, you know that. A Martian mule plods past towing an old hover carriage. From behind the carriage curtain... A grey face looks out, then turns away. As the wheezing of the carriage fades, you pick up the smell of something rich and savoury. It's meaty tubes. There's a sign across the street for the Jellied Eel snack bar. Jellied Eel and meaty tubes. And you realise you haven't eaten since dawn. So, if you like to go inside, type inside... If you like to press on for the tower, type tower, you decide. He's great as John Wick. Now, I've not seen any of those, because he basically says nothing. Yeah, he has no lines. Point Break, not seen Point Break. Can't read that one out, but I'm happy that you got that through the censors there, Steve. Remember though, it's a family show. TM, always with the TM. Inside, here we go, proper voting now. Inside, outside, shake it all about. Shake it all about. So we've got, inside seems to be winning it. Anyone else voting? Anyone else voting? One of my favourite films, though, is Time Bandits. Come on, you've got to love Time Bandits. Gotta love Time Bandits. In fact, Julian and I think, we should do a board game. Time Bandits, the board game. Patrick Swayze. I did see Ghost. Didn't see. Yeah, Point Break. He's in Point Break, isn't he? He's Ropey and Dracula. But it's everyone's good. Who's good being OTT? Yeah, inside. Oh, the hokey cokey. I'll rephrase. Jelly deals are not my cup of tea. No, nobody likes jelly deals. It's a myth. But everyone loves meaty tubes. TM. Cleese and Connery. Wait, what? Who was that in? Oh, Time Bandits. Yes, of course. Yes. Cleese was Robin Hood, and Connery was Agamemnon, the king. I think he plays Agamemnon. You do the hokey pokey and you turn about. Time Bandits is mint. The little people hitting each other. Exactly. The little people hitting each other. Ghost is still magical after these years. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good film. I don't remember too much about Ghost apart from the obvious scene, but Time Bandits. I worked with David Rappaport's brother. Ah, nice. Now, I think everyone's dying to ask a question. I'm not going to ask that question though, Lee. If you think you know what question we were going to ask, please feel free to answer it. So, it looks like we're going inside because we want some scrag. What did you work on? Was it a film or was it a stage? I'd like to go in. Yeah, go inside. We're going inside, ladies and gentlemen. We are going inside. 75. I hope future London still has eggs Benedict. We shall find out. You push open You push open the heavy metal door and enter a small cubicle with a hatch on the far side. A fan turns slowly above you, and the walls are covered in old posters. We don't have ceiling fans, though, do we? Have you ever seen a ceiling fan in the UK? Stage play he produced. Ah, nice. The inn for some rub-a-dub-dub. Couple of pig's ears around the old Joanna. That's no way to speak about some people. Told me some stories about them. Did he? Good stories? Ones that I don't want to hear? Or good stories? David Rappaport was also in The Young Ones. He was in an episode of The Young Ones. Does a heavy metal door sounds like Metallica when it creaks open? Sounds like the Edinburgh Fringe. Ah, yeah. I think you're right there. More cider, please. Yeah, I've run out of cider. So, what have we got here then? One shows a man on a bus. He's sneezing so violently, his hat falls off and reveals a cluster of black spider-like eyes on his scalp. It's catching, the poster warns in big red letters. That's not good. The hatch slides open and a man in dirty white apron leans on the counter. You study the menu. Spam, 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 egg spam and spam. If you'd like to try the eel and mushroom broth, type eel. If you'd prefer the eel noodles with smoked caterpillar, type noodles. If the eel sushi takes your fancy, type sushi. If you decide to leave without buying anything, type leave. What would you like to do? Sounds very Monty Python. I know, that's why I did it. I lived, says Snow Queen, at the back end of the National Museum for 4 years. Can confirm the Edinburgh Festival is a lot like an iron door constantly opening for 3 weeks straight for noise. Wow, that was impressive. You actually lived in the museum. All my family are from Edinburgh. I have no English blood in me. I was the one. Me and my brother were the ones that were born in England, but all my family are from Scotland, from Edinburgh, and we used to go to the Edinburgh Fringe loads. And I always said one day I'd like to perform up in the Edinburgh Fringe. And back in 2018, my friend Vicky and myself, we took a show up to the Edinburgh Fringe called The Storyteller's Apprentice. And we played 21 shows, I believe, Really good fun. Our average audience was about 20, maybe 25. Our biggest was like 45, maybe 50 at a push. I can't remember. But it was certainly in the 40s. And our lowest audience was 2. But the good thing about the play is I'd written it so we could have a bit of audience banter. So, yeah. Right then, what have we got then? So, I'm going to have to add this up, aren't I? Spam, says Steve. Spam's not one of the options, I'm afraid. Sushi. Leave for the toilet. So we got leave. Oh, hang on. I've been chatting too much. Sushi, yum. Favourite in real life, says Lirin. Oh, hang on. I've lost the chat. Grilled sushi. You've already voted. The set flats right at the back door. The set flats right at the back door. Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. Eel and mushroom, says Elustria. So it's sushi at the moment. Grilled sushi is heaven for the... Oh, well, that's... Steve put, I'm similar. My mum is Scottish and my dad is Irish, so technically I have no English blood. Yeah, exactly. Leah's put that there was an amusing story that David R's parents thought he was doing drugs or squatting, sent his brother to find him, and he was AWOL from teaching because he was rehearsing a play. And there you go. We need that gas mask. I think we do need the gas mask. So we're going for the sushi. We're going to go for the sushi then. Sushi, eel sushi. You do realise that's going to... Is that raw eel? I'm not sure that's going to taste nice, but we might need a medic or a stomach pump. Sushi for the win. Sushi and the Banshees. You can have that one for free. The man sets the plate down on the counter and brushes away a fly. You can have that one for free. The raw slices of geel. That's what eel and glistening is. The raw slices of eel glistening. And you wonder whether you've made the right choice. I was always wondering that. About halfway through your plate, you know for sure that you haven't. Your stomach gurgles dismally, and you push the meal aside before you can do any more damage. Deduct 1 life point. Right, we're back down to... Well, we're on 11 now. 3 fly eggs. Lovely. Tastes like chicken. Yum. Hey, what's bad about eating Thames sushi? I know, you guys. Congealed. Congealed. Exactly. Yeah, I'm not sure that was the wisest of choices there. But no one else voted. Only one with 2 votes. See, that's what happens when you don't vote. That's what happens. Real world accurate. Grill the darned eel first, man. I know. Well, the clue was in the title, though, Lerin, wasn't it? You set off in the direction of the tower, winding your way through a tangle of short streets until you come to a strip of open land. On the far side, the walls of the ancient imperial palace rise up through the brambles. They're crumbling now. Those once impregnable cliffs of black rock. It must be 1,000 years since the last emperor was thrown from their ramparts. But they still present a sizable obstacle. Looking around, you see the path through the brambles and come to a flight of steps. They lead down to a long, dimly lit underpass. Water drips from the ceiling, and in places the tiles have fallen away. Classic English food cause a lot of health. Was this book written by a European? Probably. No, I would imagine Simon's English. What doesn't kill you makes your poo stronger. Yeah, can't argue with that one, Glenn. No, grill eel sushi is a real life dish. This cook forgot to grill his, evidently. Oh, is it? Oh, sorry. I take that back, Lirin. I take that back. In fact, you can take back the eeled sushi. Sorry, I didn't know that. That's my ignorance. So, what happens? Oh, yeah. Your footsteps ring loud and hollow as you set off down the tunnel. How long is it? You can't see daylight ahead, and it's not long before you can't see it behind either. There are footsteps steadily approaching, and you peer through the fog. It is your imagination, or is... Hang on. The music's just stopped. How long is it? You can't see daylight ahead? There are footsteps steadily approaching, and you peer through the fog. Is it your imagination, or is it getting thicker? You blink slowly. It almost feels like the fog is inside your head. Your pace slows as the tunnel starts to spin. You catch your toe and stumble a few steps before sprawling to the ground. Out of the gloom, 3 figures emerge. They're wearing gas masks. Damn. They're wearing gas masks. Hang on. Ooh, I've lost my place. And bowler hats. And the leader is swinging something by his side. It's an umbrella with green gas curling from its tip. Good afternoon, he says, stepping in front of you. Didn't you read the sign? He taps the wall with the umbrella. There are words painted in red. You try to focus. Keep out. Trespassers will be brollied. We really ought to put that nearer the entrance, he says with a sigh, as your arms buckle beneath you. Still, rules is rules. You feel yourself being hoisted from the ground and then nothing more. Deduct 2 life points. What is going on? We're on 9 again. We started on 9. We're back to 9. Looks worse giving it back. Good thing we have 3 lives still. Yeah, exactly. I think we're going to need them. Normally we need them, don't we? Right, so we are turning to page 150. 150. And that is where we shall leave it, ladies and gentlemen, mythics. That's tonight's session done. Thought I'd leave it on a cliffhanger. What's happening? Oh, I'll be knocked out by very well-dressed gentlemen. Well, are they gentlemen? Or just thugs in suits, bowler hats and umbrellas? Perfect timing. So there we are. Rude plebs. Or them. Like Clockwork Orange. Do you know what? That's exactly what I thought of as well. It had a very Clockwork Orange vibe to that. The plot and the gas thickens, says Lee. Clockwork Orange, reference perchance. Gentlemen thugs. Yeah, it probably is a Clockwork Orange reference. I think it is. So did Steve. So there we are. That's good fun, isn't it? It's good fun. They're very well written. Simon Tudhope really knows how to write. Good plotting. We haven't come into any illustrations yet, so we've still got those to go, hopefully. So, part 2. We have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36 entries from part 1 and part 2 combined. 36 entries out of 172. Wow, okay, when you put it like that, we've hardly scratched the surface. Gonna buy Highlander this weekend and rewind back to the happy 1980s, 1990s. Yeah, I might watch it. I do forget, though. I say things and I forget them. 36 or 37. I'm not going to count them again, but it could be 36 or 37. But that entry is 150. So, and Top Gun. Never, Glenn, I'm happy for people that enjoyed it, obviously. You know, you do you. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, have you seen that? Have you seen that? The Elephant Man. Have you seen The Elephant Man? I want to watch them all before Henry's reboot. Yes. That is exactly what you need to do. Yeah. Yep. Superman. Oh, I haven't seen the Christopher Reeve Superman in years. I saw Superman at the cinema. I'm that old. Layer Cake. No, I've not seen Layer Cake. I take it that was sort of Bond-esque, wasn't it? That's kind of what got him put him in the frame for Bond, wasn't it? Old Daniel Craig. I did like the Daniel Craig Bonds. Quantum of Solace, nobody liked. That was a mess. But I did like them. I didn't necessarily like what they did in the last film. You know, I didn't really like the reboot either. That it was like, hang on, but he knows about Spectre. Sure, he knows, and he knows about Blofeld. Oh, that's what they've done, but they're just not told us. Didn't like that aspect for it. But I did like Casino Royale. I thought they were very faithful to the novel. Lindsay says, have you seen Spice World? Well, Lindsay, what do you think? I'll tell you what I want. Never to see Spice World. No, that one passed me by. It had Richard E. Grant in it, though. I do know that. And some women who apparently were called Bananarama in it. The computer... What? The computer wore tennis shoes. I don't know what that is. Did not rate Layer Cake. Oh, okay, you didn't like Layer Cake. Oh, okay, I didn't see Layer Cake. I just saw... Oh, The Salt Path. That was the last film I saw in the cinema. Check out The Salt Path. Yeah? Salt Path. More gadgets, please, for the next Bond, please. Too gloomy and too realistic since 2006. Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah. My favourite Bond, might be controversial, I don't know, is Timothy Dalton. He's my favourite. It's an old Disney movie with young Kurt Russell, is it? The computer wore tennis shoes. Who thought of that title? Who thought, yeah, that would be a good title. Great. Stick it on the cover. Snow Queen has put, Sean McClure is currently rewriting his 3 ZX Spectrum text adventures review books, 350 games each, what? With industry interviews, etc. into 2 larger volumes with plenty of full-colour screenshots coming soon. That sounds fantastic. So if you like ZX Spectrums or interactive fiction or pretty game pics, those are good. Well, that does sound brilliant. That does sound fantastic. Yeah, I used to love playing the ZX Spectrum. Too many hours spent on the ZX Spectrum. Roger Moore is the cool, kind of funny old uncle I always wanted. Now that I want to be. Exactly. Roger Moore's great. Sean Connery's great. George Lazenby's great. Pierce Brosnan was good. Yeah, I did like Pierce Brosnan. I did like Daniel Craig, especially in Casino Royale. Loved Layer Cake, says Glenn. You're born, you take a poo, you get out into the world, you take more poo, climb a little higher, take less poo, till one day you're in the You're in the rarefied atmosphere and you've forgotten what poo even looks like. Welcome to the Layer Cake, son. Oh, is that what it means? It's him who just made How to Design Adventure Games. Oh, I see. Brilliant. And yes, dude is a powerhouse. I'm impressed. 10 p.m. and I haven't eaten today. Right, we better go. We've got to let Martha go and eat. Maybe I should write an adventure game book about the philosophy of everyday pooing. Nobody wants to, but it's part of the cycle of life. Yeah, maybe you could be egg-bound and your quest is just to release the poo. Or a game where you role-play as the poo. That would be Mr... what is it? From South Park. forgotten it. Next Bond, hopefully that has attaché briefcase with throwing knife. Classic Bond. Can't beat a bit of classic Bond. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Really, really do appreciate it. Thank you, Snow Queen. Thank you, Martha. Thank you, Lyrin. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Julian. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Spelsing. Thank you, Elostria. Thank you, Steve. Have I missed anyone else out? You are more than welcome, Elostria. Have I missed? I feel like I missed. Oh, Lee. I've missed Lee out. I've missed Glenn. And also I've missed Lord's Odds. Thank you, Lord's Odds. Thank you, Glenn. And thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lyrin. Thank you, Julian. Bye all. Thanks again. See you soon. Feral toileting. Exactly. Au revoir. Next live stream is going to be this Saturday, 10 a.m. UK time. It's Edra Scrolls, once again, Ramblings of a Storyteller, where we'll be talking about your creative projects, my creative projects, and all things fantasy. And we normally ramble into other topics as well. Ciao. Good sunrise, everyone. Yes, see you all soon, everybody. Take care. And remember, may your thieving never be caught. Got to keep plugging away. Take care, everybody.